Hi there everybody, and welcome back to Sober Counsel. My name is Malcolm MacDonald, and I'm talking about some very, very important things in IT management philosophy today. And I think there will be no little videos or diagrams or anything like that today, but just a quick talk. And I want to encourage you to do something that we all neglect. I think that in management, and especially in IT management today, we are super busy. We run from meeting to meeting. We are checking our emails. We are working on documents. We are working on reports. We are rushing to the next thing, worried about projects, and so on and so on. And one of the things we neglect is taking the time to sit and think. What I like to do in the morning is at about 6:30 I'll make a cup of coffee and I'll sit down on my sofa in the living room, and I will have written down a few little things that I'm concerned about, put that aside, and my mind will then possibly use some of those, possibly wander to other places, but I just spend that time dedicated thinking quietly with no distractions, no music on, no TV on, just thinking about some of the things that are concerning me. And your mind will bring to the fore the things that are troubling it at that particular point in time. So the big encouragement today is dedicate some time, set aside some time, diarize some time, do what you need to make sure that you have set aside time to do nothing but think. I think in management in general, that is a very, very important thing that you should do, and not just always be busy with something. One other thing I would encourage you with relating to this is getting sufficient sleep. A while back I used to be playing a game, I don't know if I'll mention the particular brand, but it was a computer game that is a thinking tool. So it gave you some math problems and some arithmetic problems and some spatial reasoning problems and some matching problems and some speed problems and so on and so on. And it was just sort of an aggregated test of your mind's capabilities. The theory was that at some point in time, your mind will adjust to those and the performance level will step up. And I'd been in a situation where my performance level had stepped up, and I'd been operating like that for about a week. And on one particular night, I only got 2 hours of sleep. The following day, there was nothing that I could do. I did this thing over and over and over again. I could not get even half the score that I'd gotten the prior day and for the weeks before. There's an effect, I think it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect, that says you cannot evaluate the performance of your mind using that mind. Because you're inside this mind, you can't now evaluate the performance of this mind. It has to be measured objectively. And that's exactly what this test was doing. It was measuring objectively the performance of this mind. And objectively, it was performing poorly compared to the prior weeks. It doesn't matter really, I think, who you are. It doesn't matter what your habits are. I believe that if you don't get sufficient sleep, whether you like it or not, whether it's something that you will admit to or not, your mind is performing at a lower level. And I would like to encourage you with those two things today. Really just that simple. Get sufficient sleep. Dedicate some time. Spend some time thinking. And really, really simple comments for today, but very, very important. I think possibly the most important we'll ever do on this series of videos. Spend time thinking. I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much. I'll see you next week.